We're moving on to Unit 2. We'll be looking at the overview and the introduction to Unit 2, Lesson 4, Serial Math. We'll look at the big picture, the UBD, the simplified scale, the unit note, and the scope and sequence. This is because we're starting a new unit, and these yearly documents are very important as we go and we plan for that particular unit to make sure that we're aware of and look at. The big picture, Unit 2, so students have accomplished ratio reasoning of Unit 1. Then Unit 2 is rates and multi-digit division. It's highlighted here, so they're going to take an assessment on Unit 1 and then start on Unit 2, introducing standard algorithm of division. That's a 2-day lesson. And then go on to standard algorithm of division with larger digits, multi-digits, and then introduction to rates. Now, they'll be using what they've learned with standard algorithm of division to be able to accomplish that real-world introduction to rates. So it's problem solving with using their division that they've learned. Then they'll have an introduction to unit rates through serial math. This is very important to let students really see how they're going to be using it in real life, comparing prices. Now the UBD for this unit. There's the goals, the meaning, and the acquisition. I'm going to let you pause the video at this point and look over the recommended time frame, the standards that students will be accomplishing, what students are going to understand, those essential questions that will be throughout the unit, what the students are going to know, and the skills that they will have after they finish this lesson, or this unit, excuse me. Now on to the cover page or simplified scale. We have 2 days of the introducing standard algorithm of division, and then as I go through, you can see that this says day 5, but yet it's lesson 4. That means that within, these are just the days that are located there. That's not the particular lesson number. The 6.2 and 6.3 is the Alabama Course of Study that Serial Math has. And now let's look at the learning target that students will use. I can understand unit rates through comparing prices. What better way to allow students to understand the meaning of math is through real life. And this is a real life lesson that they will be doing. Now the unit note for this unit. As you look at unit notes, this is where it will have areas of what students will be applying in math, what prior skills that they will have had to be able to do the unit. And now the scope and sequence. We have the Alabama Course of Study, those two, and again, those strike-throughs are things they're not going to accomplish with this. And the teacher note, in this lesson, students investigate the concept of unit rate. Rather than collecting boxes, there is a file of serial math cards that will be printed. We have them on the Google Slides that will be available for you to use with your class also. And this is a presentation strategy. So what your students have done prior to this, begin the lesson by reviewing the students' vocabulary for a model of rates. Explain to students that there are many types of rates, and today they will be discovering how finding a unit rate will help in everyday life of shopping. Now this lesson is important that students use a calculator. They have not been exposed to the type of division with decimal by decimal that will be coming. So it's very important to give them a calculator, let them use that tool for this lesson so they can start understanding unit rates with shopping and how comparing helps with that.